Every once in a while, it's worth reminding people that the rate of black on white crime is 10, 15, 25, 50, 1,000 times greater than the rate of white on black crime. Such as these two cases in the news today. One from a suburb of Detroit called Trenton, another from Indianapolis. Both black on white murder.
A 65-year-old man is murdered in Trenton tonight. More than a month later, police have a person of interest in the case.
We're also learning more about the victim who had been caring for his elderly mother at the time. Fox 2's Taryn Asher live now at the Wayne County Jail with the latest. Taryn.
Now, Huel Monica and that person of interest now sitting in that Wayne County jail tonight. He's a 35-year-old man from Detroit, and it's not the first time he's been lodged here. He has a long criminal history and may soon be facing charges for the murder of 65-year-old George Height.
I hope they arrest whoever did it, and I hope they rot in jail. That's where they deserve to be.
This man, Aaron Sidney Marshall of Detroit, has been arrested in connection to the murder of 65-year-old George Height. Charged Tuesday with lying to a peace officer during a violent crime investigation and habitual offender. Police in Trenton consider the 35-year-old a person of interest in the city's first homicide in a decade. Information Height's niece Sharon Fox says the family has desperately been waiting for.
I'm glad they're getting closer. I'm hoping the family can finally get a little bit of peace.
On March 11th, Height was found strangled to death inside his Trenton condo he shared with his elderly mother. Police reluctant to connect all of the dots for us as they work to put their case together, but say Height met Marshall, an ex-con, at the casino.
He went there, for fun. That's after he retired, from Great Lakes Steel. He went there once a month to get out, just get away.
Police believe there are more people involved, but the relationship Height made with Marshall at the casino cost him his life. There was no forced entry into the condo, which means Height let his killers in. There, they strangled him with a belt and left him for dead.
Must have been something, is what I thought in the original was that happens. He must have won and somebody followed him home instead of just asking for the money. Just kills them for nothing.
A motive is still unclear, but police believe women may also be involved. Height's elderly mother, who suffers from Alzheimer's, was there at the time, and police believe was with her dead son inside their condo 4 to 5 days before a concerned relative asked police to make a welfare check, and officers discovered the body of the beloved Little League umpire.
It's very sad, but I'm very glad the Trenton police didn't give up. I'm really glad, and I hope they catch everyone who's involved.
When I finish a video, it probably takes about 10 minutes to 20 minutes to go from my computer to eventually end up on YouTube. So in that time, I just go to my email and just check to see what other stuff people are sending me. Once again, while I'm doing a story about the murder, black on white murder on 2 people, a third one pops in. And again.
this morning, IMPD went out of its way to thank you. Here's the tweet that was sent out within the last hour. It says the arrest of Anthony Brazil was made possible by the people of Indianapolis. They ended that tweet by saying #ThankYouIndy.
Sheriff's deputies and Moraine police swarmed the home to serve search warrants after arresting this man, Reginald Varner, for murder. Moraine police say Varner shot 56-year-old Catherine Glass, his live-in girlfriend, multiple times in the stomach while they were in a car in this Arby's on Springboro Pike in broad daylight Tuesday.
Family and friends of 33-year-old Hillary Acton describe her as a loving mother of 2 boys and a good friend with a kind heart.
She loved her kids. She was just really trying to get herself together and just put something together that was meaningful.
Mark Williams, who says he was Hillary's boyfriend, was with her when he says 2 unidentified men tried to rob them here in the 1400 block of South East Street.
At this point in the investigation, we don't have any information to believe that they were in fact targeted directly or by any association or known association with our suspects.
They had a car full of clothing from Goodwill and about $100 cash. He says they put up no resistance, but one of the suspects fired anyway, hitting Hillary multiple times.
I chased him down the street and
so was
it just kept shooting at me, and I didn't even know she was hit.
Hillary Acton died from multiple gunshot wounds. The 2 suspects ran south before cutting through a front yard and getting away.
From my understanding, they did not get anything from our victims, so it was an attempted robbery that unfortunately ended with someone's life.
She was amazing, and that should have been me.
Everybody involved in these murders is what I call a prison escapee. That is, they had a long record and they never should have been let out of prison. This story started out with 2 black-on-white murders, then 3. And every time I finished, I just kept getting more and more and more. I lost count. How many are? Somebody count them up for me. How many are here? 7, 8, 9, 10? You saw the numbers. You saw the stories. Now let me ask you a question. You already knew this, didn't you? Because if you didn't, there's no other way to put this. You are seriously mentally ill. Suicidally ill. The only cure? One large heaping dose of that scintillating bestseller called Don't Make the Black Kids Angry.